Durban Gen. Durban Gen is a South African medical drama telenovela. It is an eTV original production produced by Stained Glass TV Production, commissioned and distributed by eTV. The medical drama is based in Durban and reflects on the struggles of the doctors and nurses in their daily lives at Durban General Hospital. As of August 5, 2021, the show moved to eVOD with repeats being broadcast on the channel. Notable cast. Production. On 21 August 2020, eTV announced that the new local drama series would premiere on 5 October. According to eTV head of local productions Helga Palmer, the series comes at a time where there is heightened attention on frontline workers. We welcome Stained Glass TV to the E-family and confidently look forward to the epic story of a modern-day locally produced drama. Following the immense success of our Caucasian late-prime drama Imbu, Durban Gen could not have come at a better time. Our viewers are eager to continue experiencing authentic stories that represent their everyday reality. Plot. The series centers around a newly qualified doctor, Mbali Mfefwa Nelisi Sibia, who moves to the big city to complete her final year of community service at Durban General Hospital. She is torn between her fiancé Sibusiso Dlamini Intando Emencube and her superior Dr. Lindalani Zulu Maikenlangamandla. On arrival at the hospital, she assists in a precarious surgery that results in the death of an Emisi. This threatens the reputation of the hospital. Dr. Zulu and Mbali as they are thrown into an investigation which threatens to end Mbali's career before it even begins. Cast. Main cast. Nelisi Sibia Dr. Mbali Mfefwa, a surgical intern. Mbali was engaged to Sibusiso Dlamini, who is Dr. Thabo Dlamini's brother. Mbali finds herself in a continuous love triangle between Sibusiso and Dr. Lindalani, but is finally married with Sibusiso and is hiding that when they married she was no longer a virgin. She lost her virginity to Lindalani. Her husband Sibusiso was shot dead by a drunk Thabo. He killed him by a mistake. He was really killed by Filani Sibia. Mavuso Magabane Dr. Thabo Dlamini, chief of surgery. He is married to Dr. Precious Dlamini, but is a womanizer and has had extramarital sexual relations with a few of the nurses of the hospital. Thabo is a recovered alcoholic. He had a brief affair with Precious' friend, Zendaya. He killed his brother, Jujuzail Njikobo Dr. Nomalanga Kuwabe, superintendent. Superintendent Kuwabe is the boss of Durban General Hospital. She is feared but respected. She went to Cuba with her boyfriend, Dr. Ndlovu, to possibly get a cure for her cancer. She appointed Dr. Zulu as acting superintendent in her absence. Mike Ndlangamandla Dr. Lindalani Zulu, acting superintendent and surgeon. Dr. Zulu is Mbali's love interest. After dating for some time, Lindalani deflowered Mbali and proposed marriage to her. He is a father to his daughter, Elwandle. Lindalani's wife died in a surgery, to which he blames Thabo, as he was the doctor operating. Lindalani was in charge of the interns, but when he became superintendent, he handed over the intern duties to Dr. Zendile Mkais. Little Blomo Dr. Precious Dlamini, head of OB/G gynecology. Precious is Thabo's wife and is struggling to fall pregnant by her husband. Precious seems to not be happy with the state of her marriage, but stays anyway. She falls pregnant after sleeping with Calvin, but aborts the baby. She later continuously slept with Sibusiso so she could get a Dlamini baby. She gave birth to Mvilo Dlamini. Intando Emencube Sibusiso Dlamini. Sibusiso is an ambitious businessman who is Mbali's fiancé. He starts off being oblivious to Mbali's cheating, but finds out eventually. He constantly is at odds with Lindalani, trying his best to make sure that he and Mbali do not continue dating. He is set on marrying Mbali and finally does. He tried killing Lindalani when he found out that he took Mbali's virginity. He was shot at the hospital when Thabo was told the truth about Mvilo being Sibusiso's child. Zimaphibiella matron novel in cabined, head nurse. The matron takes no nonsense from both staff and patients. She constantly checks the nurses' uniforms, at which she always scolds Snee because her skirt is always too short. Some of the employees avoid her at times, especially when she wants to give out her baked treats or wants to sell a product. She finds herself crushing on Dr. Endlovu, who does not share the same feelings for her. She later had a brief relationship with MacGyver. Nambulilo and Longo nurse Snee Mt Shali. Snee is the slay queen of the hospital. She is always on top of what is trending on social media and always knows what is happening in everyone's lives. She is a very bubbly character. One of the running gags of the show is that Snee is always at odds with the matron because of her short skirts. She and Calvin have a close friendship. Snee is the love interest of MacGyver, with whom she has had a one-night stand with. Becky Mullah nurse Calvin Gumid. Calvin is the son of Masil and Baba Gumid. Calvin is friends with Snee, MacGyver, and Fumiza. He had a one-night stand with Precious, which resulted in her falling pregnant. He was shot by Thabo when Zendile told Thabo that he slept with Precious, but he remained alive. Fatal in Tuli Dr. Tandakile Zondo, surgical intern. Tandakile is an intern who is friends with Mbali and Ndabzin. She usually acts as the voice of reason among her friends and aims to be a surgeon after her internship. She was in a brief relationship with Dr. Njiko Bo. Zuluboy MacGyver, paramedic. MacGyver is a good-natured person who sometimes can be dim-witted. He works closely with Baba Gumed as a paramedic. His love interest is Snee, who constantly rejects him. He is usually caught on the wrong side of his get-rich-quick ideas. City Macatal nurse Fumiza Sibia. Fumiza is a caring, soft-spoken, and well-mannered character. Her ability to tend to patients, as well as her overall diligence, makes her the matron's favorite nurse. She does tend to lack social skills as well as street smarts. She is married to Detective Sibia. Safizo Sibia Bab Milton Gumid. Baba Gumid is Masil's husband and Calvin's father. He is young at heart. He usually is involved in MacGyver's antics. Gumid tends to also lend an ear to anyone, especially the male staff members, who is going through something personal and is willing to offer them advice. He is revealed to be Msizi's father. When his wife Masil found out that he used their savings to pay his former mistress, she had a heart attack and died. Handwa Nzuza Dr. Zandile Mkais. She is Precious's friend and she was married to Dr. Siabonga Mkais, but they got divorced because Zandile did illegal abortions and she aborted their child. Precious told her all her secrets and she was blackmailing Sibusizo because she wanted money, and Precious kidnapped her and drugged her because she did not want her to tell Thabo the truth about Mvilo, but she escaped and told Tha. Tha. Ah. 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 References equals